Yes, dope. So today we're making it happen. Today we're going to be productive for self. Don't be something, be someone. Don't be an object, be a person. Know that you are more than anything that you can be called. Know that you are more than any title that can be placed on you. You're not defined by any of them. You're a dope soul. You're extraordinary. Be that. Be you. Never fear, never worry, never apologize. NEFP dope.
Hey, what it do, dope souls? You know it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I don't know how the rest of that song goes. But morning to you. You know it's Lord Phly. We here, the International Man of Mystery, here with Dope Souls every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you know, today is Friday. So get your ass up. You got something to do. You got some fun to have. You got some work to be done. Make sure you're enjoying the day for yourself so you can do better for self. Be productive. Get up, get at it, get to it to proceed and progress towards the person you know you are and are striving to be. Let's make it happen. Hello to y'all. I hope you're doing well. I hope your day, your week, everything been how you needed to be. Mine been a little hectic, y'all. It's been a little hectic. I had a lot to deal with, but International Man of Mystery, it's expected. Come on now. You know I got shit to deal with when I'm inspiring people, pushing people forward to be a better them. Means I got to push myself forward to be a better me. I don't allow titles to define me. The only title I have is Phly. Lord Phly, spread the message. Don't shoot the message. But as I said, welcome. How are you? Of course, you know the title, topic of the week is titles. I keep doing that, mixing that up. And T to the topic of the week was titles and not allowing them to define you. You are more than any title that could ever be placed on you, any title that you have had, any title that you have or will have. You are more than that. Know that. You are a person, not an object. As I said in the message, you are a person, not an object. Be someone, not something. Stop allowing people to tell you who you are and be who you are. You know, look in the mirror, tell yourself. It's no fear, no worries, no apologies. Let's start the day. As I said, topic of the week, titles, the week recap. Of course, you know I'm always asking the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the how of you. Asking of those around you to ensure you got dope people in your corner. You're definitely going to need them. But before you can pay attention to them, pay attention to you. So ask yourself, who are you without a title? Do you know? We've been talking about it all week, so I would hope you have decided today who you're going to be from today on. You're going to move forward, proceed, and progress as that person, striving to be the best person you can be no matter what. Make sure you're getting up, getting at it, getting to it. No fear, no worries, no apologies. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Shouts to Kev, shouts to Groove, shouts to Nnani, Josh. You know, I got a little special guest in for y'all today, so I hope you're tuning in for that. Let's get through this topic a little bit. Like I said, the who, what, when, where, why, and hows. What are titles to you? So, what do titles actually mean to you? Are you even understanding that you may be living a life where you're placing yourself within a title, within a box, doing things that aren't productive for you, they're actually counterproductive to everything that you're trying to be, everything that you're trying to get done, but you are so hell-bent on proving or showing other people that you can be this thing that you lost sight of who you were. It's no time for that because they're going to lose sight of who you are striving to be, who it is that you're setting yourself to be if you're never showing them that person. If you're doing everything opposite of what you want them to see, how would they ever get it? You're not saying it, you're not doing it, so what's to be seen? Everything you thinking can't be seen, so put your thoughts into action. Make sure you're doing something about who you see yourself as. Make sure you're doing something about the things that you want to get to. I don't care what title you hold. You can do anything you put your mind to when you tell yourself you can't. Keep telling yourself you can't. Of course, what are you going to expect? Nothing's going to come of it. So get your ass up, get at it, get to it, make it happen for you so you can be productive, so you can be fearless, you can be relentless, you can be limitless. As I said, no titles, no boxes. Nothing can be placed on you that you do not choose. Life is about choices. Make decisions. Stop allowing them to be made for you. Make them for yourself. Get up, get at it, get to it. As I said, who are you without titles and what are titles to you? Where have titles taken you? So, of course, placing yourself within a title, striving to be something, of course, if you set the mark higher than wherever you're at now, you're going to proceed and progress. You're going to achieve things. But at the same time, are those the things that you really are supposed to be achieving? Are those the things that are destined for you? Or are they just things getting done that are actually getting in the way of what you're destined for? You never really know. That's why you have to pay attention to self. Look yourself in the mirror. Look yourself in the mirror. You don't need nobody help, anybody standing with you. It's no Candyman in the dark. Just look yourself in the eyes and ask yourself these simple questions. The who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the hows of you. Ask it of these topics that I give you. Ask it of every situation you in. It don't take long. It only take a few seconds if you're really paying attention and you really trying to find answers. You keep letting yourself be stuck on I don't know, you won't know. Nothing will help you proceed and progress if you're not really doing the due diligence of finding out what's needed for you to do so. So, let's make it happen. Man, I'm talking a little at you. Like I said, the week was a little hectic, man. It was a little crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to be up and at it myself. I had to be more diligent about the things that I need to do to be productive, the things that I need to do to actually bring you this show, to actually really spread the message. So trust and believe. I am not the end-all, be-all, not the know-it-all about this. I'm just a person who really embraced it, really experienced things to put it together, found a nice present to wrap it up and present it to you so you can be inspired and never apologize for who you are as well. So trust and believe. We're on a journey together. I'm not the person at the end. I'm on it with you. We walking together to make it happen. It's strength in numbers. So no titles define us. We are defined by who we choose to be, our character. So let's make that happen. No fear, no worry, no apologies. Next question. Why allow a title to define you? Well, all week we've been telling ourselves that we're not. So we're not. Why would we? We won't. Never will we allow that to happen again. Choose today to not allow them to define you. I don't care what title you hold at work, what people call you at home, around the way, when you go out, when you leave town. Who are you? You know best. So tell yourself and then do the things to show other people. But before you know yourself, nobody will ever know for you. So be who you are. Never apologize for it. How do you proceed with life without titles defining you? How do you proceed through life without titles defining you? First, decide that they aren't. Decide that they aren't. Tell yourself that they aren't. Then decide for yourself who it is that you're striving to be. And don't put it in a title. Don't find a list of tasks to complete to be this thing. Make a list of tasks to decide who it is that you're striving to be. Who are you today? Before you can decide who you're going to be, you got to know who you are today. Who were you yesterday? Understand all of that. Don't just put things away, put them to the side, never to deal with them again. That's displacing. Put your energy where it's best suited, where it's best needed. To proceed and progress towards who you are, strive to never apologize for being dope. Dope being self. As I said, how do you proceed with life without a title defining you? You get up, you get at it, you get to it. You ensure that you are doing the due diligence to understand all of who you are so you can understand the things that need to happen. You can embrace all of life's aspects as opposed to just allowing things to happen to you. You can make them happen for you when you make the decisions to. Stop allowing people to tell you what you need to be doing, tell you what's going to happen, tell you all these things that they may not even know because you're not being your true self to them. No matter how long they've known you, trust me, duration of time that you've known somebody matters nothing if you haven't been straight up. You haven't been 1,000 the whole way. You've been half of yourself, then they only know half of you. So why would you expect them to do the things that they don't know? Why would you expect them to be there for situations that they don't understand, that they never were there to even be privy to? That's on you. That's your responsibility. Stop looking for fault or responsibility in others and look for it in yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Make sure you're making it happen. When you do that, you won't even have to worry about who's doing something for you because you know you're getting it done. And then you'll be able to pay attention to the people around you and ensure that they're helping you out. And if not, maybe it's time for separation. I mean, y'all not cool. I mean, you don't like them. I mean, it's not love there. It's just everybody isn't in tune with what you're trying to get done right now. So that means they have no help to. Ensure that you're checking on them. Well-being is good, but I don't need you every day. I don't need that happening every day, no matter what title you hold in my life. Understand, titles determine a whole lot for other people. Don't allow them to determine a lot for you. Understand, just because somebody holds a place or a title in your life doesn't give them the automatic leeway to do certain things. Understand what and who you are so you can understand how to best tell them, like, yo, I'm not with that, or I am with that. I need more of that. Call me every day. No, I need to hear from you. I need that love. Or, yo, you call me a little too much and I need you to chill. Like, I got stuff to do today and you're getting in the way of it. I love talking to you, but if you notice me on the phone 2 hours, and that's 2 hours I could have been doing something productive. Trust me, I'm that call for some people. They're like, Phly, you the hell off my phone, my nigga. We've been talking for forever, and I'm supposed to do something. My baby crying. I got to eat. I understand. Let me know, too. Hey, maybe I'm talking to you a little too much, but know that I'm trying to give you something. So, just like right now, I'm giving you a little too much. Just going to get back to these questions. What are titles? Titles are plenty of things. There are many things to many people, but titles can be an asset to you or they can be a detriment to you. That's a choice for you to make. You can set your whole life up to be something, or you can be someone, and you will have a plethora of titles that will be placed on you, or that you will hold, or that you will take hold of and make things happen with, but doesn't mean that you are that. You are who you are. You are who you choose to be. Those titles are just things that help you get things done when the situation calls for it. When you need to be a cook, you cook something to eat. Doesn't mean you a cook and you trying to set your whole life up to be some type of chef. No, you just know how to cook, get right, and make people feel good, eat good, and live good. That's all. No worries. You still be who you are and do other things to be productive. You can do a whole lot when you tell yourself you can. Trust and believe. Trust and believe you can make anything happen that you tell yourself you can. No fear, no worries, no apologies to that effect. Last question. Ways people allow titles to define them. As I told you, not only will people place titles on themselves, they'll place titles on other people and try to put them in boxes in hopes or feeling that they should stay in that box. No, they're a person as well. So if you don't know all of yourself, you're going to definitely be looking to other people to be something that they maybe not be, or things that they never signed up for. Ways people allow titles to define them is simply setting themselves up for failure. Telling themselves that you are simply a boyfriend, a girlfriend. So now everything a boyfriend or girlfriend does or doesn't do, you trying to fit yourself in between that box, knowing that you don't do those things. Like, yo, if you don't give massages, but massages are on the list, are you going to do it? You going to be that title, or you going to tell the person, like, nah, that's not me? And be cool with that, because you may do something way better for them that they may not have ever heard. They may not have ever even had, ever understood, ever even felt. If you are all of yourself, you'll be able to allow someone else to embrace new things about themselves. You'll be able to show them more about who they are when you're walking in your truth, walking in your purpose. So the way people allow titles to define them is they allow them to box them in, put them in places that they know they shouldn't be, making them do things that they know aren't them, making them say things or perform in ways that they know they never would if they were being their true self. But because this title exists, they feel like they have to do those things. Don't allow that to be you. Know that no title defines you when you tell yourself it doesn't. No matter what you're doing right now, you're more than that. Tell yourself that. You can do it. You can make it happen. You're never scared. You're never worried. You're never apologetic, because you're you always. You're dope. You're a dope soul. You're extraordinary. So know that. So, of course, I believe that was all the questions for today. Of course, we had wanted to do a little recap on titles. And Wednesday we were speaking about, movies. One of the facts or one of the questions to me was what my favorite sitcom was, my favorite movie from the 90s or whatever. And, we tie that in the title. So I have a movie that I feel like you should check out that ties into titles, that actually represents what I've been speaking about a great deal. Now, I know everybody not into the superhero stuff. It's all good. Those movies actually do have good storyline. They're actually good. It's not just about mythical creatures and crime fighting and beating people up. Like, you can really get something from it. So the movie I'm speaking about is Doctor Strange. If you have seen it, you know that Doctor Strange is a Marvel character. He's a superhero. He used to be a doctor. He was a high-level surgeon. He just thought so highly of himself because he was a surgeon. Then he lost his hands. Not lost them like they was gone, but he lost the use of them to be able to do what he always knew himself as. He put himself in that.
I have a trailer.
Oh. We got a little trailer to show y'all. I didn't know that. Y'all know, I'm saying there's a lot of production going on without me knowing. So we're going to shoot y'all that trailer, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Doctor Strange, you think you know how the world works? Doctor Strange, you think you know how the world works? What if I told you the reality you know is one of many?
This doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to. Through the mystic arts, we harness energy and shape reality. We travel great distances in an instant.
How do I get from here to there?
How did you become a doctor?
Study and practice, years of it.
There's a strength to him.
But is he ready?
which paths you travel down, Strange, stronger men than you have lost their way. I am death.
He had the watches, he had the girls, he had the crib, he was doing it up. You know what I'm saying? He talked to people any kind of way, he just felt like he was on top of the world because he was a surgeon. Not because of his person, but just simply because he put all of his person into that. Then he lost the use of his hands. So through the movie, you realize that his mind has to be open, and he realized he was destined for a whole lot more than to just be a surgeon. Like, yeah, he was saving lives on a day-to-day basis, but it was only a few and far between. He realized that he was destined to do a whole lot more. Now, of course, that came through superpowers and all that type of stuff, but his mind was open. He realized that the title that he had defined himself as, he was more than. It wasn't just about being a doctor, a surgeon. It was about being a person, really looking within himself, figuring out what it is about himself that he could use to really inspire and really help people. Now, of course, that led him to some superpowers, but that's not about you. We're not leading you to superpowers. We're leading you to be who you are and never apologize for it. So you can check that movie out. You'll get a bit of an understanding of what's going on. If not, of course, you can hit me at dopesoulmorningshow@gmail.com. You know you can hit me there. Check me out on LordFly.com. Wherever you need to find me, just get to me and we can go through this together. We can watch it together. Just bring me some cheeses and a little drink. I don't do the popcorn with the movies. I don't like popcorn. But, of course, I don't want to talk to y'all too long about this topic. We didn't spend the whole week on it. Hopefully you understand that you should not be allowing titles to define you. Know that you are more than any title that can be placed on you. You're more than anything that anybody can tell you you are. You're destined for more. Be who you are. Be someone, not something. But until then, y'all know it's Friday. So I'm going to bring y'all a little guest today. My man Tay Fame. Well, it's Tay now, so make sure you get that. TAWE. Make sure you checking him out on all streaming platforms. All YouTube, Facebook. I don't know if he's on Facebook, but I'm about to get him back up there. Because he's going to be on here on Dope Souls in a little minute. But until then, get y'all a little break. Make sure you tuning in. Catch me when I come back. I'm going to have Tay on, chopping it up. But until then, we'll see you in a little bit. Holla.